Hello everybody. Oops, turn that camera around. Oops. Okay, on today's episode, we are going to be cooking some squirrel. Yes, I need to get my cutting board out because we have to yop him up, quarter him. We got the water boiling already. Now let me shoot out a few invites so real quick. It's going to pause the video real fast, but that's alright. Let me do this real quick. Share. Oh wait, I already did that. I forgot. Okay, we'll make sure the comments are on. All messages are visible. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to quarter the squirrel. And I'm going to get it boiling. We're going to boil it. And then after it's boiled, I'm going to, what do you call? Fry it. And then we're going to make some gravy. And in the broth of the chicken, or the squirrel broth, we're going to cook some rice with that. So yeah. Let me shoot these invites out real quick. Let's try that again. Share. Oh, Instagram. Okay, well it's not letting me. It's not letting me do it right now. It's okay. People will see it when they see it. Sorry everybody, I tried to shoot invites. Didn't work. So, we're going to move the camera down here. We're going to get the squirrel quartered, divided up in pieces and boiling. And then I'm going to salsa. Oh, I got onion. Yeah. Saute an onion. Gotta have the onion. And then after I fry the squirrel, which I'll give it a little fry, I'll bread it with egg and breader. Or just flour, really. Self-rising flour. All-purpose flour, whatever. Bread it. Fry it. After it's boiled, because it'll all be cooked. That way you just got to get a nice crisp on the outside. And then I'll cook the gravy up. And first cook the onions. And put the onions over top of it. And then the gravy over top of that. Oh. And rice. Gotta have the rice. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay, let's get to it. Put you down here. Bam, like that. Oh, let me check my battery status real quick. Let me turn that battery saver on just to be safe. There we go. Don't want it dying before I get you back on the plug. Okay. So, got a little rim there. Yeah. Okay. Have my knife. Zen preferred knife. Take this out. One second. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Squirrel. We got a little squirrely right here. So first I will remove his legs. Right down the middle. Yes. Just like that. We'll come up here where it connects to the thigh. Separate that. So we'll get a nice little drumstick out the back. Okay. That should just come right off of there. If I cut it all right. Yeah, there we go. Pop that hip. There's one drum leg. Awesome. Go ahead and get the other one off. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Some people throw away the backbone. I don't. Heck no, there's a lot of meat on that. That's where half the meat on a squirrel is. They just get the legs. I mean, that's a waste. I'm not about to do that. So we'll get the front legs off. We'll try to get the shoulder blades included with the front. Last time I accidentally cut the shoulder blades off. Don't want that. I want those shoulder blades on that front leg. There we go. Front leg. Okay. Get the other one. Oh shit, see I did it again. Almost chopped his shoulder blade off. No, we want that. We want that attached. Yes, okay. So there's the legs. The two front legs with the shoulder blades. And the two back legs, those are going in the pot over here. Now, I'll take this chunk of, separate the two rib cages from the spine. Like that. It's pretty easy because, you know, squirrels, they're real thin, you know, they got very thin bones. So, as long as your knife is sharp, he goes right through the rib cage. I hope I've been talking loud enough for y'all. I do mumble. Okay, get the other rib cage off. Pass the two rib cages right there. Two little rib. Oh, hold on. Not holding it right. There we go. Two little rib cages. Those will go in the wata 2. Let them boil down. And then I'm just going to cut this backbone in half and throw it in there. Just like it is. Okay. We'll get that in the water. Let that burl. I need to take some of that water out of there. Oh, I need a coffee cup. Let me rinse my hand real quick. Need a clean coffee cup. I need to rinse this cutting board too real quick. Pull some of this water out of this. We don't need all this water right there. A little much. We don't need all that water. That one was squirrely. There we go. Okay. That's that. We rinse this real quick. Alright. Cutting board's all rinsed off. We'll get this onion diced up. And on the frying pan. In the frying pan. Which pan do I want to use? Let me cut the onion first. We need to get that heating up. So let's grab the pan. Gonna go with this one. It's not dirty, it's just stained. Go with this one. Put that on. Get that warming up. Put a little bit, just a little smidget of grease in there, just to saute the onions. Go ahead and saute them first. I think I'll fry the well, no, because I was going to say I was going to fry the squirrel with some of the onions, but no, because the onions will burn, so I'll just do the onions first. And fry the squirrel. Oh no, maybe I should. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait to the onion actually. I'm going to wait to fry the onion after, to saute the onion until after I fry the squirrel. Because I'm going to use the grease from the onion and just add more grease, or the grease from the squirrel to fry the onion, saute the onion, and to partially flavor the gravy. So yeah, I'll just wait for that. But I'm pretty much just showing you what you know, getting it all ready right now. I'll dice this up smaller in a little bit. Not really ready for it right now, so it's not that big of a deal. Get that off to the side. So basically, I'm just gonna boil the squirrel, bread it, fry it. I'm gonna cook rice, which I'm about to start right now. If we think we have rice, what do we have rice? Yes, we have just enough rice to make what I want to make, which is awesome. Cool. So I'll get a thing of rice going. Well, I'm gonna do the rice in the squirrel broth. So I gotta wait for the squirrel. So we'll just wait for the squirrel to boil. After the squirrel's boiled, I can start the rice, and then I'll start also frying the squirrel, because I'm gonna fry it after it's boiled. The boil is just for tenderizing it, just to make sure it's good and tender. And then we'll fry it. And I'll use the broth from the squirrel boil to make my rice, and then we'll the partial of the gravy from frying the squirrel will go, or part of the grease from frying the squirrel will go to the gravy. I don't know what it is, I just can't speak today. And yeah, then we'll mix it up, pour it all together, and it'll be good. Be good to go. Yeah. Yep, okay, that's good. That'll all fall apart. It's just me too eating on this. Just one squirrel. I'm just making a little. Actually, quite a lot of prep work just to make one snack, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do the gravy. I might just fry the squirrel and have it with the rice. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna do the gravy. I'm gonna skip the gravy, because I mean a whole pack of gravy. I don't need all that. And actually, I did it without doing the gravy last time, and it turned out really good. But I didn't boil it first. I just fried it. So this time I'm gonna boil it, and I am gonna since it's already boiled, I'm gonna saute it with the onions. I'm gonna throw it all in there in the pan and do like a pan fry with the onions. That'll be good. That over rice, oh yeah, that'll be good. Do a little spin on it, you know, put a little twist on it. I always like trying new things. Ooh, these onions are getting to me. Ooh, back up a little bit. Ooh. I know there's gonna be a lot of people be like, man, that's not how you chop onions. That's not normally how I do it either. But I'm just waiting for this to boil, really. So it's burning time. As soon as that's boiling for 15-20 minutes, we can pop it out, let it cool for 5 minutes, so I can get most of the bones out and fry it. Alright, well, I can add a little bit more grease to the pan, since we've decided on just pan frying it instead of gravy. So, man, there's getting a lot of eyeballs. We'll put these in the pan. I forgot I turned it on. That's okay. That's okay. We really want to get the onions done before the squirrel gets done anyway, because the squirrel's not going to take long to brown up. Spin this camera around. There we go, yeah. Saute this while the squirrels are boiling. Starting to froth up. Getting there. Those wilt up real good. Oh yeah. lower heat. That's what's that on a lower heat? You don't want to cook them too quick before the squirrel's done. The squirrel's going to take 15-20 minutes. Onions won't take that long. Let that boil. Saute the onions. And then I reckon I should get on that rice, huh? Probably. So let's go ahead and do that. Go grab a little pan or a little pot real quick. Get on this. Oh no, we want to do it in the. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. We're gonna do the rice in the squirrel pot. Keep trying to get ahead of myself. Okay, so yeah, we're just waiting for the squirrel to burl. Saute these onions lightly right now, just get them where they're wilting. They're ready. So by the time I put the squirrel in there and get a good little brown on that, these onions will be perfect. Perfection. I'm gonna add some seasonings to it. Ooh, I love the smell of sauteing onions. I really, really do. Okay, yeah, let's chop some seasoning over here. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Well, I don't know, sea salt, pink Himalayan salt. Some pepper. Got to have the black pepper. Put some of that in there too. I don't like to season stuff too much while it's boiling, because you're just cooking the flavor out of it. You season it afterwards. All you're doing is flavoring the broth, really, when you're boiling stuff. But, yeah. Okay, I can turn these onions off. They're all about where they need to be. Good, man. Hope that's gonna be good. Ooh, that's gonna be yummy. Gonna be yummy. Turn the onions off. Squirrels are boiling. Squirrels are boiling. What time is it? Let's see. It is 3:58. So about 4 o'clock. Just started boiling. Let that go for a little bit. Put some salt in there with it, help tenderize it. And some meat tenderizer. Seasoned meat tenderizer, actually. There is a difference. Put a good bit of that in there. Yeah. Let it do its thing. Right. This is gonna be good. 20 minutes into the video. Heck yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take too awful long to make squirrel. Oh, you're not making a whole lot, you know, just make a little meal for yourself. It don't take very long. It don't take too long. The longest part's boiling the squirrel. You don't have to boil it. That step is not necessary. I just do it because it makes it more tender, and you don't have to sit there and worry if you've cooked it long enough in the fryer, you know. And then you don't got to worry about overcooking it either, because it's already cooked. When it goes into the grease, you're just giving it a nice crisp, like a browning, you know. That's all it is. I am still going to bread it and fry it, though. into this onion stuff. It's gonna be good. Yes. Okay, now we just wait a little bit. Got me a squirrely squirrel, squirrely squirrel, and I'm gonna prep or dress the fur. I'm gonna preserve the fur as well. Tack it up and salt it. Yes, that's the plan. I haven't done it in a while, but I know how to do it. It's been a couple of years since I've done it. Well, no, not that long, but it's been a little while. Just have a little quick puff. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Only a couple of you got to see me skin it. I actually skinned it on Instagram while I was live on Instagram. I shot it and skinned it while I was on Instagram. But I figured I'd do the cooking on YouTube. Next time I'll do the skinning on YouTube as well. The prepping and whatnot. And I'm hungry too. Ooh, I'm hungry. Ugh. I can't wait. What you woofing at? What you woofing at? We smell so good in here. Let me take this jacket off. We can go ahead and get the flour ready, because it's going to be needed soon. This little squirrel don't take long to boil. Okay. Onions are all sauteed and see-through. That's how you know they're good. They're about right. Or go see-through. Yes. Clear onions. For the most part, they're not all cooked all the way, but I didn't want them all the way cooked because they're still gonna be in there when I. Actually, I might pull them out and throw them in there afterwards. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish sauteing these fuckers. Just pull them out, set them to the side, fry my squirrel, and then I'll put the onion over top of it when I put the squirrel over top of the rice. That'll be good. That'll be good. Maybe I will do a little bit of gravy. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Turn that pan back on. Squirrels are burling. Let me get a couple of. I just really want Tupperware for the flour, and I'm gonna need a bowl for the egg. Let's see. Little bowl will do. Don't need nothing real big. It's not a whole lot of squirrel. There we go. Grab a couple of squirrels. Eggs. Couple of eggs. Fork it up. Yeah, I sauteed those onions ahead of schedule. That's okay. It is okie-dokie. I will just put them aside when they're done. Grab a little bit of flour. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's only one squirrel. So we'll put a little bit of flour down there. That'll probably do. Season me flour. got to have the seasonings. Well, season the egg, that's what you do. Don't season it. Well, I'll season the flour a little bit, but the egg is what, what's really going to stick to the squirrel. So that's what you want to season. I use sea salt, some Italian seasoning, some onion powder. Well, no, I'm not going to use onion powder because I got onions. Garlic powder, though, I will use a little bit of garlic powder. Here's some dried up chunks in there, so there's still some powder coming out. A little bit of meat tenderizer, seasoned meat tenderizer. Just a smidge of that, because we've already got a good bit of that boiling in there. Was that seasoned? No, that was not seasoned. This one's seasoned. Yeah. There we go. Okay. We got our egg all seasoned up. These sturdy here onions starting to brown up on me really good. I like a good crispy onion. I like some of them to be brown, like crispy. And they're about there right now. They're a little bit longer. Actually, they're good. We'll go ahead and pull these out. Spin the camera. It's okay if some grease gets left in with them, because they're going back into the gravy, and the gravy is going to be consistent of some of the grease anyway. So just a little bit though, not a lot. Go ahead and turn this off. Turn it off. Oops. Okay, I gotta put the camera down just for a second to get the last little bit of this onion out of the bowl or the pan here. There we go. Okay. Okay, the onion's separated. That's good. Squirrel should be done soon. Boiling anyway. Should be done boiling soon. How's them legs looking? How's them legs looking? Looking good, looking good. Skin's starting to retract, that's good. It's just like a chicken leg, really. Wait for the meat to start to retract away from the bone a little bit. That's how you know it's done. I'm gonna mix this egg up real good. The seasoning's mixed in there real good. You gotta make sure you mix your egg really well, because the seasonings seem to clump up together if you don't. And you get little patches of really intense seasoning if you don't mix it well. It's only 2 eggs. That's all I need. On the squirrel, and I turned the water up to give it on a rolling boil, just because it wasn't boiling sufficiently for my taste. So now it's on a rolling boil. I'll show you. Got that on a rolling boil. That'll be done soon. So over here, my sauteed onions, my pan. I'm gonna have to add a little bit more grease to the pan. And then we'll be frying here in a minute. We will be frying here in a momento. What's this button? Oh, no, we don't want that. I'm just checking out stuff. Where is it? Get that squirrel burning. Oh yeah, add some more grease to this real quick. Might as well. Right here. Just a little bit more. Fresh grease to that. Give some squirrel plenty of room to fry up. My stove well, just that one eye leans to one side. We've gotten a new eye and everything. It doesn't, nothing fixes it. It might be the actual stove itself, but all the grease goes to one side of the pan. Well, it's deeper in one side, so you gotta stay conscious of that when I'm cooking. Yeah. Just let that boil up a little bit. Yeah, it's about to be really soon here. Really soon. In the next 20-30 minutes, I foresee us eating. Well, me eating. Oh yeah, looking good. Can't wait. Awesome. You know I live in the woods when I can hunt from my front porch. Stepped out on my front porch. Pink. Lunchtime. Lunchtime. Oh, it's not boiling quick enough. I'm fucking hungry. Looks like frog legs. That's what it looks like to me. I think I'm boiling up a thing of frog legs. Alright, let's pull one of these here legs out and see what it looks like. Let me grab my tongs. Gonna need these for frying anyway, so let's pull one of these legs out and give it a cut. See what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's done. Okay, we can turn that off. Oops, my little fella. Here, put you right in the egg. Right in the eggy, right there. Quit being so slippery. There we go. Right in the breader. Let me get one of your other. Get some of these guys out here. Pull these things out. Yeah, switch the camera around. And pulling them out. And over here. To cool a little bit. And put one right in the egg. One of the legs has already been egged. I'm just gonna egg these up. That just helps the breader stick to it. The what you call it? Flour. That just helps the flour stick to it. That's all that is. Let's turn this pan on while we're doing this too. Turn that up to about like it all depends on your stove how high what you should put it on. Mine's an older stove, so I have to go a little bit higher, especially when you're using the oven. Do about 25 degrees higher than what the recipe calls for. But it's an older stove. Okay. Next. Come here, you slippery little bugger. Ba-boo-da-boo-boo. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. I'll get the rest of these in the egg. Well, it's just 2 backbone sections. 2 halves of the. That's the best meat on the squirrel too, in my opinion. Backstrap tends to be the best meat on any animal. Just in a squirrel, it's really bony because it's not really worth separating from the spine, in my opinion, unless it's a massive squirrel, which you don't really get too many of them around here. And fox squirrels or whatever they're called, the big ones. We don't have them around here. We just got the little ones. Make sure it's all right. These damn things keep closing up on me. There we go. Grab some bread. Yeah, go right there on top. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put these over here because I'm going to need more room in the actual flour over there. So these guys have to wait. Just till I get the grease hot and they can all of them go in there. So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. Getting the grease hot. Take this off here. Let's go. Oh no, we need to add a little bit to that and toss in the rice. I guess we could figure out how much that actually is. So I get the measuring cup. I think that's won't even fill the whole measuring cup. Well, I need to see how much liquid's in that, so I'll be right back. Okay. So what is that? Okay. Just under 2 cups of liquid there. So I'm going to get just a little bit more. Pour that in there. 1 cup of rice. Which is all my rice I have left. Alright. Okay. In the water. Should have got that boiling first, but it was already close enough to boiling anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Turn that back on. Get it back to boiling. Throw away the garbage. I'll do that in a little bit. Okay, it'll be fine. Let that boil right there. Actually, I'm going to put that on the back eye. Get it out of my way. Here we go. Let that boil up. Ooh, I need to cover that. Do I have a lid for that one? That's a good question. Let's find out. I don't think I have an exact fit lid for that. I didn't even think I had that shit. I think this is the closest one I have. Let's see. Well, it doesn't quite fit, but it fits over top, so it's gonna work. It'll work. Okay, we'll let this grease get hot. That shouldn't be too far from being hot either. Oh yeah, it's ready right now. Alright, I'm gonna drop these in here, squirrel pieces in here. And then after I get them put in there, I'll get the camera back in my hand. I kind of need both hands right now though. I don't have a proper stand for y'all, so I will though, eventually. Eventually. Okay, give you this side, little feller. There we go. Okay, let's drop these last 2 pieces in the flour. Get it floured up good. In the grease you go. Another little rib section. Mind you, all these are boiled already, so we're just putting a little fry on them. We're just getting a little bit more of a crunch to them. Well, a crunch, because there is no crunch when you boil them. So that's all we're doing right now. I'll let them simmer. Got my rice going. Curry's going. My onions are already cooked. Not sure if I'm going to do a gravy yet. I might just do a homemade gravy instead of the packet, because I've got all the makings for it right here. So I might just do that. I'll let these simmer. Kind of move them around a little bit. Like I said, one side's got a little bit more grease than the other, so the thicker pieces need to be in the deeper end. Not that it matters, it's already cooked. We're just cooking the, what you call it. Whoa. Camera started freaking out there for a second. So yeah, let's turn this around. Boop. Getting a little brown to it. This will only take 5-10 minutes. Not very long at all. Oh, it smells so good. I wish y'all could smell this. I wish y'all could smell this. Yummy squirrel, yeah. Hey, Callie girl. How you doing, Cassie? Yeah, I'm frying up the squirrel. I got my sauteed onions there. I got my rice going. I've already boiled this, so it's already cooked. So I'm just putting a little brown on it, getting a little crisp to it. And then I'm gonna do my rice and put these over top of the rice with the onions and gravy. Should be really good. Nope, no rabbit. Just squirrel. Just squirrel. I'm trying to film this all by hand too while I'm cooking, so sorry if the angle gets a little wacky sometimes. These are about done. Just wanted to get a little crisp. I want that bigger one to get a little bit more onto it. Yeah, the comments on the YouTube are being a little weird today. Put you in the deeper water, deeper grease. There we go. Now I can get to go ahead and set up. Oops, sorry about that. Go ahead and get the paper towel out. Well, it's a plate of paper towels, so dry up the grease. Drain that grease. Or I'll just make the gravy right out of that. That'd be really good. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let me get this paper towel real quick. Plate. Move the cutting board out of the way. Yes. Did you say something? How was your day and how did you catch it? I shot it. My day was good. And I shot it. You don't catch a squirrel, you shoot a squirrel. Yeah, I shot him. While I was on Instagram. That was funny. Got him right off my porch while I was on Instagram. And I cleaned him on Instagram too. Okay. These are ready to go over here on the paper towel. I can start the gravy. Uh-oh. Rice is boiling over. Come on now. Behave yourself. Dang it. Oh, man, the messages are being all weird. I can't see what you're trying to... Oh, there it goes. Nice. Is that dinner for everyone? No, just me. Nobody else is eating this. Just me. I'm the only... Well, me and Dad are the only one here, and he didn't want any, so... Just for me. Come on, Rice. Cooperate. Oh shit. Turn that down. That grease off the heat. Let that cool off a little bit. It's too hot, too hot. Too hot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drain that off. That's too much grease going into my gravy. Too much grease. So, I'm gonna take a coffee cup, come over here to the sink, and drain this grease without trying to burn the shit out of myself. Okay. That's that. This calls for a cup of water. Yeah? Yep, a cup of water. 1 cup. Where is the measuring cup? There it is. One moment. Hopefully this doesn't explode. That's not going to be too happy with all that water. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Not too bad. Pan's still on. Get this gravy mix in there. Heck yeah. Put the onions back into the gravy. It's gonna be delicious. Turn the camera around. Got my sauteed onions in there already. Let's turn this up a little bit. Y'all like my little whisker? Starting to thicken up already. That's what we want. I'm hungry, but I don't know what to make. Food. Something to eat. I don't want to burn my gravy, so I'm constantly stirring it while the rice is getting cooked. I ain't burning nothing. I burnt a little bit of the grease before while draining it off. There was nothing on it. It was just grease, and I left the pan on too high. I turned it down.
Your damn phone cook.
I'm doing a video.
What, about you cooking?
Yes.
People can't wipe their ass without putting it on the internet.
That's a paid site. They gotta pay to see that.
You get my point.
Yeah. Alright, take the gravy off the heat a little bit. Let it thicken up some.
Take it off the heat.
I did.
Take it off the eye.
It's not done cooking. I just turned the eye off. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
Shoo!
Bottom of that
Shoo away.
It says different.
Shoo!
Don't believe me, he ain't got the damn clues what he's doing.
It turns out delicious anywho. Love you, Dad. Okay, that's the gravy. I'll turn that back on low heat and just simmer a little bit more. In my opinion, it needs to be a little bit thicker. Just a little bit though, so we'll let that heat on a low simmer. Low simmer while this rice is doing its thing. Yeah. Okay, the gravy's done. Now we're just waiting on the rice. That is all we're waiting on. It's so hard not to bite into the squirrel, I'll tell you what. Just let this gravy simmer, get to the perfect consistency. Did you say something? I cannot see this. For some reason, I'm not able to, my comments are like, wigging out, But thank you for joining. Who's ever watching? I can't tell. I don't know. Can't read the comments because it's wigging out, but hopefully it's all coming through clear for y'all. This video is about to be done. It took an hour, but it's about to be done. But this squirrel looks so good. Still a little bit chewier than I wanted, but the taste is spot on. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's some good squirrel. There's so many people out there that just don't get to experience stuff like squirrel. Sorry, they want to speak in my mouth open too much, but don't get to experience stuff like rabbit and squirrel like that. Maybe not because they don't want to, just they've not around it, you know. Never really get to experience it, but if you ever do get to try squirrel, I recommend it. Especially fried squirrel with gravy, brown gravy. Oh, you can do it with beans, rice, whatever, mashed potatoes. It goes good with a lot of stuff. Just toast. But I'm putting mine over rice. Good old-fashioned white rice. Just stirring this gravy slowly while it simmers on low. Keeping it from boiling. It's not really high enough to burn. I do need to turn up just a little bit. Man. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 So good. So good. This gravy's looking good too. We'll see it. Brown gravy, that's about the consistency that I'm looking for. Got the sauteed onions in there that I sauteed earlier. Yes. Whoops. How did that happen? Oh. Yeah, we're just waiting on the rice now. That's all we're waiting on. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. I'll give y'all a good shot of everything before I go, since it's pretty much all the way done. So what I'm gonna do is take the rice, put it in a bowl, put the squirrel over top of it, cover it in gravy. Call it dinner. Much love, everybody. Thank you for joining. Stay lit, positive, and always moving forward. Hope this was informational, if not entertaining. So, yeah, thank you for joining, and I will see y'all next time.